Good morning. My name is Amanda McFadden. I am going to be talking about A Night Around the World Employee Appreciation Party for English 220 Business Communications class. So, the statement of the problem is that over the past year, the employees that have been at the job have shown amazing resilience and patience through many difficult situations that have continuously come up. So, what we have done was that we did a bunch of surveys and we got feedback from the employees and had realized that there was a disconnect between our employees. And this disconnect will have an impact on productivity, retention, and even the effectiveness of the organization. If we leave this unaddressed, it can contribute to a reduced collaboration, a low morale, and even a weakened sense of purpose. So, what I propose that we do is that we look is what we evaluate what the benefits and the drawbacks would be to host a employee appreciation party, with us examining the feedback from the employees. We can figure out the costs and logistics. The report that I am going to show you can allow the company can to determine whether an employee appreciation party, a night around the world, would either positively or negatively impact the company. And we can provide a recommendation that is based on research and what would work best for our company. So, an employee appreciation party would be a night around the world. A night around the world would include diverseness. So it wouldn't just be party, but it would be a party to make a connection for the different departments to really understand each other and what our company's mission is. With the weakened connections our team members, this can hinder our collaboration and even lower morale. So the event wouldn't only celebrate the diverseness of our team, but could also foster unity, collaboration, and an understanding of our backgrounds. So the methods of research that we went through was that we went through benchmarking when we gathered information from other industries that were similar to our own and how they celebrated their own employees. And then we also provided estimates that were based on venues, um, catering choices, and even the decorations. The employee feedback is still ongoing, but the surveys have been distributed to the employees. Um, so we are just waiting for their responses. But our management and team leads have said that the employees have shown enthusiasm for social and cultural celebration events. So, what I did here was I looked up the cost analysis, and on this page, I kind of broke it down, but the next page will actually show a breakdown even further. But if we were to go with a formal venue, we could do it 80 hours or $80 for an per hour for the weekday for like a Thursday or a Friday or Thursday, or we could go with a higher cost for a weekend, which would be $575. If we were to do an informal venue, we could go with a park rental, which would be at $200 for a weekend. Catering, I chose to, or we decided that potluck style would be the best way to do it because um, it would be able to remain low cost and allow the employees to share some of their favorite dishes from their own culture. Um, Activities and music, a free music station. Personally, I have Spotify, so it's not a huge issue to use my Spotify as a music station. Games and activities, we can always look on Amazon or even on, um, I'm sorry, I keep cutting in and out, or even on any other kind of website that will allow us to have games and activities. Um, I broke it down like we could allot 150 for that. Party decorations, I found a bunch on Amazon for $100, which would equal totaling like $530 to $1,025. But I broke it down even further and side by side, the formal versus the informal. So again, we have the formal, which would be 80 hours, so $80 per hour for the weekday or $575 for the weekend. The catering is still the potluck. Everything else is still the same, but the totals are different. So for the total for a weekday party would be $330, but then a weekend party could be $825. But the informal could be, the venue would be 200, still the same potluck, still the same everything else, but the total would actually be 450 for the weekend party, which seems like an awful better deal. So, what I recommend us doing is that we proceed with the event A Night Around the World and we host the event over the weekend. This way, we can accommodate more participants and we could even invite their families to involve them as well. We could form a diverse event committee and have representatives from the different departments. That way, each employee group is involved in the planning and that this team will actually handle the food coordination, the entertainment, and even the decor. Having a potluck format with the international cuisines will encourage the employees to bring a dish that represents their background. This will not only reduce the food cost, but can also promote cross-cultural appreciation and does align with the theme of this party. And then we will have a feedback form for after the event. So that way we can have a short survey be sent out to the employees to figure out the how how they felt about the event. This way we can gather information and ideas for future events. These are the references that I have used for all of the information that I found. I really hope you do consider the Night Around the World because I do believe that it will benefit our employees to feel like they are a part of something rather than being just going somewhere to work. I thank you so much for your time and hope you guys have a wonderful evening.